What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
Outer Banks Season 2 is going to change everything. Outer Banks has proven to be one of Netflix's most popular new shows, but did you know that Season 2 will be shaking things up in a very unexpected way? We've heard lots of rumors about Season 2, but today we're going to be dropping the cold, hard facts about what you can expect from Season 2. Before we get started, be sure to smash that like button and ring the notification bell for more great videos. Outer Banks first premiered in April of 2020 and captured the hearts of many young adult and teen viewers. The story follows a group of teens who live in a rural area of North Carolina that is simply known as Outer Banks. These friends are locally known as Pogues, and they soon learn that their dear friend, John B., has lost contact with his father. John's dad disappeared one day without a trace, and the friends take it upon themselves to get to the bottom of his mysterious disappearance. Though they soon learn that John B.'s father was connected to an elusive hidden treasure. Destined to find this treasure and bring back John B.'s dad, the group embark on an adventure unlike any other. They are met with many challenges and setbacks along the way, crossing paths with law enforcement and a fearsome clan known only as Kooks. We're going to do our best to refrain from any spoilers in this video, but be warned, we are probably going to have to go over some key plot elements to get our point across. Considering Season 1 was filled with unexpected twists and turns, many viewers are wondering if their favorite characters will be returning in Season 2. Some of these suspicions have been linked to an interview with Madison Bailey and 17 magazine. Madison plays Kiara in the series, and she spoke with a reporter to give her thoughts on the upcoming season. She wasn't able to reveal too much information about the show, but she teased readers with a few plot elements that may give us some clues about what we can expect. She said, "There's going to be a whole new dynamic. How do you go about life without your best friend? I think it's going to be rough on everyone, and we're going to have to come together and take care of each other now more than ever. But revenge is going to be on all of our minds." We don't know what Madison could be referring to, but we certainly hope some of our favorite characters and actors won't be leaving the show so soon. We wish Madison was able to give us more information about the season, but it makes sense that she doesn't want to spoil the plot for everyone. Netflix hasn't yet revealed which cast members will be returning and which ones will be booted off or replaced. We certainly hope that all of the main cast members will be right back at it again when the new season launches. But this may not be the case. Several interviews and rumors seem to suggest that some of the lead actors may be swapped out or removed from the story entirely. Many of these details are completely unknown at the moment. We have to remember that Outer Banks is a dangerous place and the life of each Pogue is on the line in every episode. Let us know, which characters are you most looking forward to in Season 2? We recently learned that Elizabeth Mitchell will be joining the cast for the new season. Elizabeth is most well known for her roles in hit series like Lost and Once Upon a Time. She will be portraying the character of Limbree in the new season. Limbree is a longtime native of Charleston, with Deadline referring to her character as a compelling woman with a level of toxicity and menace underneath her seemingly courteous ways. This is a very vague statement, but let us know. What do you guys think about Elizabeth Mitchell? Personally, she seems like the perfect fit for a character like Limbree. Elizabeth has been in the acting game for more years than some of the show's fans have been alive. To see such a familiar and compelling face attached to the new season truly shows how much this show has grown since it debuted on YouTube Red a few years ago. Season 2 of Outer Banks is going to be the greatest season thus far, with Netflix pulling out all of the stops to make sure that we receive the best season possible. If we think back to where Season 1 left us, we have countless story elements to cover and a lot of ground to make up between the cast members. John B. and Sarah are on their way to the Bahamas as we speak, where the supposed hidden treasure allegedly lies. They managed to make their way back to Outer Banks and are now on an adventure of their own, doing their best to locate the supposed treasure that John Sr. set out to find all those years ago. Back at home, Hope and Kiara have a love affair going on, meaning these two will likely be spending a lot of time in the arms of one another in the upcoming season as they explore the challenges of a new relationship. We still don't know what's going on with Ward, the man who is believed to be behind the death of John B's father. There are a ton of plot elements that need to be explored, and we can't wait to see how things pan out. It seems like it has been a very long time since Netflix announced that Outer Banks would be returning for a second season, but we are just happy to know that we will get to continue the saga of John B and his friends before too long. Countless setbacks pushed production throughout 2020, but it seems like Netflix still hopes to release the new season sometime around April of 2021. Madison Bailey, who has been conducting tons of interviews lately, spoke with Pop Sugar about Season 2, saying, "We have to be so on it, and we want this season to be just as great as last season. The chemistry feels so great, and we just jumped right back into it." She admitted that she has not finished reading the script for Season 2 just yet, but she spoke about her character, Kiara, and said, "I'm excited and hopeful to touch more on her home life and where she comes from and why she does hang out with the Pogues. I think we're going to get that answer this season. More about the divide of where I come from versus where I'm hanging around. There's a lot of crazy things happening in Season 2. It shouldn't surprise anyone that Season 2 will likely be a lot different than Season 1. After all, there is an entirely new crew involved in the creation of the season, given that Outer Banks has transferred from YouTube Red to Netflix. YouTube employs a completely different set of workers, so there will be all sorts of challenges and improvements from the production of the first season. We all know that Netflix has a very deep wallet, meaning that this season will likely outshine Season 1 by a long shot. One thing we were anxious to know is if the series will finally be filmed in the real Outer Banks. Even though the story takes place in North Carolina, did you know this series wasn't really filmed there? Rather, it was filmed in South Carolina, in a stand against North Carolina's laws against LGBTQ+ citizens. At the time of filming Season 1, North Carolina had recently passed a law that prevented certain people from using the restroom of their choice. Rather, they were forced to use the restroom for the gender that they were assigned at birth instead of the gender they best identify with. This law has since been repealed, so we are hoping to see some elements of the real Outer Banks being implemented in this new season of the show. If Netflix decides to change the filming location, there is no telling what new adventures may await our favorite characters. Netflix began filming the second season in September of 2020, several months behind schedule due to the unexpected pandemic. They renewed the series in July of 2020 and announced the series returns with an Instagram post that simply said, "See you in the Bahamas." How exciting is that the new season will most likely be filmed in the Bahamas? Don't get me wrong, it's great to see smaller areas like South Carolina and North Carolina getting the recognition they deserve, but I'd be lying if I didn't say that filming a series like Outer Banks in the Bahamas is a dream come true. Though filming in both the Bahamas and the United States may prove to be difficult for the production staff, we wouldn't be surprised if the show is met with future delays, possibly pushing the new release date to the summer of 2021. Netflix hasn't mentioned a specific date just yet. I'm just saying that it wouldn't be difficult to assume that the show may be delayed once again. Take Stranger Things 4 as an example. The final series of Stranger Things was released in July of 2019. It's now January of 2021 and Netflix has not wrapped up the fourth series yet. Netflix has never been one to rush into things, so while it might take a while for Outer Banks Season 2 to be released, it should be well worth the wait. Showrunner Jonas Pate spoke with Entertainment Weekly shortly before production for Season 2 began. He didn't reveal much about the upcoming season, but says that he plans to be there at least 2 more seasons of the show before wrapping up the Outer Banks story. He says, "Ever since we started, we always viewed it as something that was probably like a 4-season, maybe 5-season show, but definitely 4 seasons. We've sort of long arced it out pretty far. I'm just hoping that we get a chance to actually tell those stories." He added that before Season 1 even came out, Netflix had greenlit us to write some Season 2 scripts. We've been working on that for a few months now. So let us know what you're most looking forward to in Season 2. This stands to be the best season yet, and we can't wait to see what tricks Netflix has up their sleeve for this new season. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more amazing videos.